Welcome to my very first inline tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to start inline skating. But before we start, I would like to tell you a little about myself. So, my name is Frank and I'm an inline skater who so much loves skating. Because of that, I want this sport to grow and become popular, so I started teaching people about inline skating. And because of that, I will show you how to start inline skating. So, let's learn a new thing, let's have fun.
Well, you may have seen other inline skaters skating outside there and you really want to learn inline skating because you like the way they skate. But how to start, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to start. Because of all these reasons and other reasons, I will show you how I started inline skating from my very first beginning. So let's get started. First, we should know that there are different kinds of skating to learn. There is the simple fitness skating, there is the free skating, the aggressive skating, the slalom skating, and more others. But in all of these kinds of skating, I recommend we start with the simple fitness skates or the free skates, because while learning inline skating, the most important thing that comes on our mind is to practice and learn the basics of inline skating, which can be best to learn with the simple fitness or free skates. So we will practice, practice, and practice. Moreover, our first pair of inline skates must not always match our skating type and style. But then, after we are done learning the basics of inline skating, this is the moment we just think we need another pair of inline skates. And in this pair, the second pair of inline skates should describe the kind of skating we love doing. And I mean, it should match with our skating type and style. It can be very nice but expensive, because to have fun and to have good progress, nothing is more important than good fitting skates with good components. Okay, but let's take a look at how to put on our inline skates in the proper way. For our skates to fit perfectly, while standing in our skates, our feet wouldn't be angled and our toes wouldn't touch the front of our skates. Secondly, our feet shouldn't be able to slip in our skates, and our skates should have a tight fit but not too tightly. Next, I recommend a pair of socks or two pairs or more for skating, and if necessary, when we put on our skates, first we lace them up, next we close the straps, and afterwards we close the buckles. Finally, I would also like to mention that while getting our skates, it's very important that we get our protection gears, because nothing could be more worse than an injury gotten with which we are not able to skate for a longer period of time. Okay, now let's take a look at the basic protection gears we will need to learn inline skating. Well, there are different kinds of protection gears, but here I will show you the basic protection gears used in learning inline skating. The most important part of the protection gears is the helmet, as well as the knee pads, elbow pads, and the wrist guards. Let's begin with the wrist guards. The wrist guards will help keep us safe from scratches and bruises. Next, there are the elbow pads, which keep us safe from hurting injuries. When we fall down with our elbows, the elbow pads will keep us safe from hurting injuries. Also, there is the knee pads, which prevent us from hurting injuries when we fall down on our knees. So, we should use them. Lastly, there is the most important helmet. Using the helmet, you will be safe from deadly accidents. All these are the basic protection gears to use while learning inline skating. In the next tutorials, we will be learning more about the protection gears and how to use them. To proceed, let's take a look at the proper body posture and foot position for inline skating. But before, I would like to mention that the proper posture for inline skating is the most important starting point for every inline skating beginner to practice and learn inline skating, also in their very first trick. So let's get started. First, we watch out for a flat leveled and traffic-free place, put on our skates and protectors, and stand up. As soon as we've done this, we practice to keep our skates parallel to each other. Additionally, we practice to keep our skates apart. By doing so, we keep one skate further in front than the other one. From my experience, I've realized that these foot positions helps a lot to not lose balance and not get stuck by pebble stones, paving stones, and others. But while keeping these foot positions, we shouldn't forget to check out which leg is best as our leading leg. Does it work best with the left leg in front or with the right leg in front? Then, we pay attention to our knees and the upper body. We try to push our shoulders and knees forward above the toes of our leading leg. That means our leading shoulder, our leading knee, and our leading toes should automatically form a straight vertical line. I've noticed that many beginners lean their butts in a too much horizontal position and lean their upper body far away. Well, if you are the type, no problems. We are here to learn. You just have to push your knees right above your toes, and your butt shouldn't move further backwards away from the heel of your trailing foot. Because, should we not do that, we will automatically lose our balance, and if so, we will fall down backwards, and that's exactly what we don't want. However, the proper posture and foot position are very important to feel good on inline skates and to skate safely. Finally, it's also important to practice the proper posture as well as to feel comfortable doing so. But then, after a short extent of time, we will see that this is the proper posture for inline skating. At this point, I think it's time to learn how to skate forwards. So, we want to learn the most used and easiest way to skate forwards. This way, put on our skates, stand up, and keep our skates in a position of an arrow pointing towards the back. Okay, as soon as we've done this, we then start moving forward with a very small steps, as you can see in the video. The goal of this exercise begins from walking forwards to skating forwards. So we keep doing this until we feel comfortable doing so. But I promise that after a short extent of time, we will feel comfortable doing so. At the moment we feel comfortable, we will be able to make bigger steps, and we will also be able to lift our feet in the air for a longer period of time. This means we will automatically change our movement from walking to skating. In conclusion, we will skate in a steady position and posture. Finally, we will also be able to skate for longer times and performances. Good. At this point, we have already learned how to skate forwards and some other important things. Well, there are a lot more to learn on inline skating, but what do you think is the next thing to learn? In my opinion, I recommend to learn how to fall safely before learning other basics like how to jump, how to turn, how to slow down, brake and stop. Because learning how to fall safely allows us to learn inline skating safely in a much better way, with much fun and without being scared. Furthermore, it's important that we learn other basics like different ways to skate forwards, different ways to skate backwards, even the advanced basic tricks which I will show you after we are done with my inline skating beginner series. So I hope I could help you guys learn inline skating, and if so, feel free to thumbs up and subscribe to not miss any upcoming videos. But should I couldn't help you enough, just leave me a comment, ask me questions, and I'm sure your questions would be answered, because my aim is to make inline skating grow and become popular. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't hesitate to like and subscribe if you want to learn a lot more. Finally, skating is all about having fun and enjoying ourselves. So, these are all I can say for today. Have a very nice day. Bye, guys.